good morning and a nice warm welcome from Dubai. Welcome again to In the Kitchen with Martin Kobald. I'm sitting with a good friend of mine here today, with Uwe Mikel. He's the president of the Emirates Culinary Guild. He's also the assistant vice president of Worldchefs. And the rest I'm going to ask you, Uwe.
First of all, good morning, Martin, and welcome to Dubai.
Thank you. Very nice to be here. So nice. So much hope you guys creating with that event for the rest of the globe in the culinary industry, because this...
Yeah,
we wouldn't have thought that.
Andy Kasper and I were sitting in November when the Expo Culinary, actually the real live Expo Culinary was cancelled, then where we supposed to have our Salon Culinary. Then we decided we have to do something on our own. We need to do something which costs us less money, because obviously a lot of our old partners had no marketing budget for this kind of events. So then I said, okay, let me talk to my general manager in the hotel that he gives me the ballroom for 3 days, and we do the static and cake decoration and things what we have to do indoor. We do in the Radisson Blue and Dera then, and then I said, and you talk to your GM, which he is himself.
So you had a conversation. I
said, okay, talk to the general manager from your hotel that we get the garden. We build the kitchens outside, and we do all the live cooking classes. We do it as an outside event, and that's what we do. We are on day 4 today. So we had the first 2 days indoor, where we had some amazing showpieces. I think we made a history, and we made history for us, definitely. I think maybe even in the world, because we had on day 2, we had 4 gold medals with distinction.
And it's not because of a pandemic year that we were any lighter on the judging.
No.
I think there was just according
to all the key judges are World Chefs A judges. Okay, so I do believe that all of these 4 distinctions would have the same medal in Stuttgart or in Luxembourg also, because they were just amazing, and it gives you so much, at least for me, it gives me so much energy when I see that. And also now here, when I see all the young guys, and when I see how they work and how they start smiling when they're in the kitchen. So somebody asked that, but what you guys get out of it? I said, you wait when the medal ceremony is on, and you see the guys collecting their medals, when you see them taking their mask off and smile. This is what gives us energy. This is why we do that. And I think we invested a lot, but we brought a lot of positive energy back to our chefs in the UAE. And not only UAE, we have quite a strong team from Palestine. See, these young guys, they are flying from Palestine to Cairo, from Cairo to Dubai. So it's a quite difficult trip with a lot of PCR tests, and even they need 3 visas to reach here. So we have 2 schools from Pakistan here with a lot of young ladies, which when I see what they do, the positive energy they bring also, it's quite amazing. They have to learn a lot, but that's what I told them in the morning in the first briefing. You're not here to win medals. You're here to learn, enjoy, and make new friends. And this is our motto, what they do. And you see the guys who are now the 2nd, 3rd, 4th year in the competition and follow that path, they're all winning gold medals. I think we had yesterday in our beef live class, I think we had about 6 gold medals. In the poultry, I think we had 5 gold medals. So we are actually, in terms of top plates, what we have actually more than last year. So we are actually a little bit better. You can see the guys are so hungry to be part of it, to do it. So, and even our sponsors, all our partners are here. They have stalls. They distribute the samples of their products. I see somebody is just running around now with fresh croissants. So
there we go.
So it's great. So it works perfect. So I'm very happy with the outcome. But I cannot be thankful enough for you guys, like you, Alan Hosters,
Hussam from Egypt,
and David Sosson from Qatar, that you guys, even with the difficulties with the PCR tests and things, that you came here to support us and handle the judging. Even we have a lot of local judges in our area, but we would like to have, like in the past, that it's independent judges from outside who are making the final decisions.
Yeah, obviously that what makes it then fair and square, to have the international judgment. That's why we're involved in Worldchefs. But I think you took it even a step further. You went even now. Yes, you mentioned the ladies, the two schools from Pakistan joining that competition. But I think you even went a step further, and thank God to technology today. I mean, you went global with that competition, to having that live stream, which is on Zoom live stream, where the people can register. And there's thousands of people every day following us from morning till late. On the internet, which is fantastic. So that's a good exercise now when the Congress happening next year in May here in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
and
we have a lot of plans for the Congress.
Yeah,
and the IT bit is one of the overall plans.
Yeah.
So.
Us old people, we need to learn still a lot.
This year is a little bit like a testing the ground for next year, and showing our partners and sponsors from our partners and Worldchefs partners to see what we're doing, what they can expect when we're in Abu Dhabi. So it works for it. I was a bit reserved. I'm the IT guru. But I have the chairman next to me who's the other way around, who sings day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
I sing today, and he sings the day after tomorrow. So we're a good team. So we go always a step forward. So and I think the amount of messages and calls I'm get from everywhere in the world now to congratulate on what we're doing, and because they're watching us live. So it's fantastic. So it's great.
So for the Congress next year, a little bit of a teaser for us. What's going to happen? What can people expect to come? We obviously want to come to people physically to Abu Dhabi as well for the Congress.
Yes,
but what can they expect?
That's why we have not really decided how much and what will be live. Yes, for sure, the Salon Culinaire and Expo Culinaire will be live, but to start, go one step back.
Oh, look at this.
Very nice.
Let's have a croissant while we edit. Have a croissant, chef.
I had one.
Okay, I'll have one. While you're talking, I'm having a croissant. Is that okay?
So, actually, what is going to happen? We are going to have the World Congress. We're going to have the Global Chef. We're going to have Expo Culinaire, the exhibition. And we are having the Salon Culinaire, our yearly competition in UAE. So, we have the 4 events in one. So, we have the full package.
Yeah.
And so, guys, whoever is not sure, should I travel, should I not travel, every month, put a few dollars on the side. It will not be that expensive. So we try to keep the price down as much as we can. We know financial situation is not the best in the moment, and we know some people who would love to come have difficulties, challenges to come. But guys, the program is there, so it will be an event which should not be missed. So obviously, it's a lot of work. It's very hard to get our partners and sponsors together because a lot of people are not sure yet. That's why with what we're doing now in the last 3 days, so today is day 4, I think it's very important for the success of next year.
Absolutely.
So to show what we're doing. Yes, we are following all the rules. We are the first time actually I do not follow the rules in the last 4 days is right now when we both sit here without
the mask, but we've got them.
But you're eating, so we pretend we're in a restaurant, and in the restaurant we're allowed to take the mask when we eat.
Plus we got the sanitizers here all the time.
When we eat and drink, we can take the mask off. So and we know we are both okay. So we don't have a problem. But we are very strict with our people in terms of even we are following the new judges rules, which are put together by the Culinary Committee. I do know they have not been officially released everywhere.
But we adhere to them already.
But I know the president has not signed it off yet. But we are using it because we think it's great. It's a great addition and you're sitting on the judges' table. So doing the tasting, the guys put their mask down. As soon as tasting is finished, they put the mask back. So we are
sharing the plate.
We are not eating from the same plate. The food will be shared. Everything is on disposable. The only negative thing what I see there is we are having a lot more disposable in the moment, a lot more plastic, a lot more garbage. But
you overcome that as well. Here we got the bamboo plates and the bamboo spoons.
We have next to us the plates which are biodisposable, so they are biodegradable. So that's
what we're using here.
They cost a little bit more.
But it's worthwhile. It's good for the environment.
But this is again, Chairman Andy Kasbert, he would not accept in his hotel anything else.
That's it.
He would not accept the regular plastic. He said, yes, it costs double or a little bit more than double, but in my hotel there is no plastic.
Yeah, it's good for the environment,
which is great,
and everything.
And I think we have to get more people convinced to do that, because the stuff is there.
Yeah.
Yes, in the last 15 months, I think the world has used more than double or triple or whatever amount of plastic than we had before, with all the home deliveries and everything. But now we need to start slowly to cut it down again.
Yeah.
Like even in Dubai, the rules are, if you are in a small restaurant or cafe, you don't have a dishwasher which is 70 plus centigrades, you're not allowed to use normal plates and cutlery.
Okay.
The government, the municipality department actually is coming and checking the temperature. I think is 73 is the minimum what the dishwasher must have. Otherwise, you have to use disposable in the restaurant.
Which is fantastic.
So it's the rules are very strict.
Yeah.
Everybody says Dubai is open, people are doing parties, and yes, Dubai is pretty open.
Yeah.
The restaurants are open. Hotel allowed to do in the moment. We were 70, now we are back to 80% occupancy we can do. Still to have the room that you have to sanitize the room after every guest. So that's why we're not allowed to do 100. That the space is there, so you cannot check out, change your bed sheets, and put the new guest in.
Yeah.
No, the rooms have to be sanitized.
Yeah.
So it's the rules are very, very strict.
Yeah.
I mean, even in you go in any restaurant or hotel you go, you have the 2 meter and 3 meter stickers and things. So they're pretty strict.
Yeah. Also, when I checked in a hotel here, when I got in, there was like like in the crime scene, that seal on the door, sanitized.
Yes.
So that's I felt immediately when I walked into the room, I felt immediately safe that everything is sanitized, and it's super, super clean. I mean, Tuba has always been super, super clean and high standard on the hospitality, but this that's a little sticker on top there. It's worth so much, and I really felt great. Yeah.
That's what I said in summer. I was talking with a journalist, I don't remember from where, and then they said, okay, now in Dubai, the hygiene, the cleaning went much better. I said, no, the cleaning was always there.
Yeah.
But for us, it's something what is normal. We never talk about it.
Yeah.
Only now we talk about it. We talk about the guy who's running with sanitizer through the lobby and doing the door handles and doing the things. It was always there.
Yeah.
The guys have always done it.
Yeah. Now you do it.
But we never talk about
it.
Yeah. Now officially we have to talk about it, and we have to have checklists.
Yeah.
Because even the government is coming to check our checklist and see that everything is done.
Yeah.
So we are very strict. I mean, I haven't been on the road since last year, beginning of March. I haven't been on the road without face mask.
Yeah.
When I see everywhere in the world where the numbers are going, some unfortunately going still up again, when I see pictures on TV, they're all running around without face masks. They're going and doing demonstrations against blah blah blah, which is all, I'm sorry to say, but I think it's all crap.
It's not helping. Yeah.
So it doesn't help. I mean, from day one, for us the rule was 3,000 UAE dirhams, which is what, close to, is about $700 US, right? And it's the fine if you get caught on the road without a mask.
Sure.
So it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
For some people, like for a normal commie, would be 2 months' salary.
Sure.
If you catch them on the road without face mask, if you don't pay, they lock you up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are very, very strict, but because of that, also we are able to open.
Yeah.
All our restaurants are open. Yes, we have only 50% occupancy in the restaurant.
Yeah.
The tables, we had to remove every second table basically.
Yeah.
And depends where you are. In some you have only 4 chairs, and some you have up to 7 chairs on the table. But 7 is a maximum if you're a family.
Yeah.
Otherwise, also that is not allowed.
Okay.
And they're going around and check, and every week there's 2-3 restaurants which are actually closed because they are not following the rules.
Yeah.
All the pubs and bars are still closed.
Yeah. Most around the world, most of the pubs and bars, but the dancing and just close contact, it's not happening. So, but now, talking about the pandemic, what happened, obviously with the hard lockdown, even here in the UAE, specifically Dubai, we're talking about, because that's where you're residing already for how many years, you said?
I'm in my 29th year.
29th
I
year.
came for 1 year.
You came for 1 year, yeah. That happened the same way in South Africa. I was there for a 1.5 year contract and landed up 32 years. But that's what we are.
I still remember when I came in January, my wife came in March. After 1 month, she said, do we really have to stay 1 year here? After 5 years, when I said it's time to move, she said, why?
Yeah, that's
so we are still here.
Yeah. So the pandemic, obviously with the hard lockdown or whatever, a lot of chefs, a lot of hospitality industry has closed during the pandemic, right at the beginning with the hard lockdown. So what happened here with the chefs that lost their jobs? Because obviously a lot of people lost their jobs as well.
Yeah.
Some of them were their residents, they could stay, they could remain here in the UAE. What sort of creativity did they come up with to survive? Obviously there was no income for them.
Yeah, it's
maybe some really good ideas we could maybe share which somebody else could do somewhere around the world, something different.
Actually, there is not really a good new idea. The key thing is you have two choices, and it's individual people, and it's the same even with big companies. You can sit home, lock the door, and feel sorry for yourself and complain about the government. Or you get your mask on, you get your finger out, as I always say, and you start moving. Like 3 of my former supervisors, chef de parties, not even sous chefs, chef de parties, who lost their job beginning of last year. They sent me last month, all 3 of them, 1 in India, 2 in Sri Lanka. They sent me pictures from their new own restaurant. Small, plastic chairs.
Sure.
Simple buffet, simple food. Burgers, pasta, whatever. But they started their own business because they lost their job here, and in Dubai, when you lose your job, you can stay maybe another month, and then after, when you don't have a visa, you have to leave. Okay, so you cannot, if you don't unemployed, you can't stay in Dubai. Sure. You need to have a visa. So if you're what a lot of employers did, instead of canceling, they lost their jobs, but they kept them on their visa.
Okay.
So they could stay here, and by now
to make a living.
By now all the guys who stayed here, they have a new job again in the hotels, because hotels are started to hire again. And we have, you believe it or not, we have, I think in the last 6 months we had about 15 new hotels open.
Sure.
So, but some of the old hotels, on the other hand, are still closed. So we have some of the 2 and 3 star hotels are still not open yet, especially in the old part of the city, because the 5-star hotels are offering the rates from the 2-star hotels now. You get in Dubai, you get for 250, 300 dirham, so for $70, $80, you get a room in a 5-star hotel in the old part. On the beach, no. On the beach, you have to pay you $300-400 in the good beach hotels. But in the old part, in our part where we are now, you get, now Easter was a little bit more, the price is a little bit more up. But if you come next week here, you will get rooms for 250, 300 dirham.
Wow.
Okay, so for $70, $80, you
get a deal time now to come
get
on holiday.
I just spoke to one of our marshals who lives in the neighbor Emirates, who stayed the last 3 nights in Dubai because it is 200 kilometers for him to go home every night, so he stayed here. I said, how much you paid? He said 125 dirham. Okay, amazing. So it's about $25-30 with breakfast.
Wow, I mean you can't even get breakfast at normal times.
But you have, this is a choice every hotel has to do. You open, you keep the job of your staff. A lot of them, they have reduced their salary by 30-40%, which the government made pretty fast last year in April. They made a law that normally you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to change the contract, which you can go up, but you cannot reduce. So now there's a new law during the pandemic where they actually can reduce the salary. And a lot of properties have done first. They reduce the salaries from the department heads first, from the high salaries, and then down to everybody, 25, 30, 40%, some up to 50%. But the people still kept their job.
Sure.
Okay, so some of them, they get 50% salary, but they were only sitting in the accommodation. They were not even working. Okay. But not everybody has done it like this. A lot of guys lost their jobs, and a lot of guys had to go home to their home country and are still sitting and waiting. Because in the moment, yes, the people are rehiring, but because the process to bring new people in the country is still very difficult. So everybody who is rehiring is hiring on the local market. So the guys which are here, they have good opportunities now, but the guys who left is still difficult.
Well, you got the World Summit coming up now soon, so obviously Dubai, UAE in general, I think your neighboring states, etc., they're expecting a lot of people to come to the UAE, but Dubai is going to be buzzing, and obviously all the hotels going to be full again. Your honest opinion, will they be full? Obviously, it's coming up soon. It was supposed to be last year already. It's been postponed to this year. It looks like it's going to happen. What do you think?
The Expo Dubai will start now on, I think, 21st of October.
Yeah.
We still call it Expo 2020. It's still the brand.
Okay.
But it's happening 21.
Sure.
I have been in there, so most of the stuff is ready. Some countries have already decided not to come.
Okay.
We had last year, this time we were talking about 200 plus countries. I think now the expectation is on 130, 140.
Okay.
So some have decided not to, but all the big countries, major countries, say they are here. But the question is, how far is the vaccination in America, in Europe?
Yeah.
I mean, mainly the biggest market of visitors was expected from Europe because it's 5.5, 6 hours flight time maximum. So there was expectation were very high from there, but I'm 100% sure we will not get the numbers which we have expected before.
Sure. Yeah.
But it will be good.
Okay.
I think it will be successful in talking about the pandemic now. Yes, it will be successful.
Yeah.
And it's the first big event which will happen. Yes, the rules will be pretty strong in terms of getting in terms of social distancing, in terms of everything there, because there is, for our government, yes, money is important.
Sure.
But safety of the people, of the Emiratis and of the visitors, we as residents, we are now during the pandemic, we have been treated the same as the locals. I had my vaccination in January. We got the first biotech end of December.
Yeah.
10th of January, I was vaccinated.
Wow.
Okay, so we started 60 plus first and so on. So
you're giving your age away now.
Not really.
60 plus.
Yeah, so I'm not the youngest anymore.
Yeah,
but
sure.
people who know me, they know. So
absolutely, yeah.
But it's nothing to do with this age in the passport.
Yeah.
It's what is here.
Yeah.
How much passion you still have in here, how much you have in your chest.
Yeah.
And I think this is this special for us in our industry. This is the key.
Yeah.
You have guys. We were just talking this morning about our friends like Istok, Norbert, Otto. They are all almost a generation on top of me.
Already, yeah.
They are all above 70.
Yeah.
But we are talking about their passion, their heart.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the marshals who came late this morning.
Yeah.
And then one of
you shouting, Chef.
One of the guys actually came and said, if Chef Norbert would have been here and Chef Istok would have been here, they would have been here already.
Yeah.
Before you guys.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's nothing to do with age.
Yeah. It's what's in your heart.
It's what is in your heart.
Yeah.
You know, the passion for the guys. Yes, the guys are retired now, but like Norbert is calling me every day. You know, how things going and wishing you luck. I got a message this morning from Karl-Heinz Ney from Germany, who would be here as a judge normally.
Yeah.
And he told me, he said, congratulations guys, I was watching for the last 3 days, 7 hours a day.
Yeah.
I was watching you, I was watching everything what you were doing. So this is the technology.
Yeah.
So the guys, even they are away, but they can be with us. So this 100%. Is one of the positive things.
Now, we said it very quickly, or you mentioned young chefs. Now, obviously around the world with the pandemic, there's a lot of negativity about hospitality industry in general. And I'm talking globally now. So there's a lot of youngsters coming out of school, seeing all the TV programs with chefs, etc., 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 and want to become chefs, but now deciding maybe not, because the hospitality industry globally has been hit very hard with the pandemic. A lot of restaurants, I mean, just alone in South Africa, 2.3 million chefs lost their jobs just in South Africa and might not ever go back in the industry because there's just no opportunities. So what is your opinion? Is there still hope for those people, and what would you tell those young people who want to become chefs but not 100% sure if they should go into the industry?
Definitely, 100%. I believe that, number one, our industry is not killed.
Yeah.
We have been hit very hard, and in some areas almost destroyed. But I always said, as a chef, and that's what I say to all the young chefs, if somebody pushes you down and steps on you, every time you get up, guys, you get stronger.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you get each time you get a kick in ass. Like when you did your apprenticeship, when I did my apprenticeship, we get kicked in the bum.
Oh, big time.
Which obvious we don't do
can't do it
anymore.
anymore, yeah.
We don't do anymore. We
Yeah.
can't. And sometimes I say the good old days.
Yeah.
But yeah, was it right? Was it not right? In terms of human rights, in terms of whatever you want to say, no, it was not right.
Yeah.
But
we learned
somehow
out of it.
we learned more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we were much more serious. We were now when I talk to the guys when they stay in a corner with their phone, and they don't even hear the order coming.
Yeah.
You know, so but it's a different generation.
Yeah.
I think we also the young guys. This is for us old people. We can't treat the young guys the way we were treated.
Yeah.
It's a different time,
Absolutely.
and the guys they tick different. You know, it's a very different life. But yeah, it's up to us to motivate them. It's up to us to train them. It's up to us to give them the opportunities. Yes, sometimes. Do I have to take a trainee? No, it costs me a little bit extra money. Guys, take a trainee.
Yeah.
Take one more. Take one extra.
Absolutely, yeah.
And give them the chance.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of young guys, they have the heart for our industry.
Yeah.
They want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot. Some guys, it's a job. We know that. I take whatever I can get.
Yeah.
You take me as a cleaner, as a cook, as a waiter, as a car mechanic, no problem. Whatever I get, I will take.
Yeah.
I have to feed my family.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of young guys. When I see these young ladies, it's not guys, there's only one guy. All the others are ladies from 2 schools in Pakistan. But the girls, they're hungry. They want to learn.
Yeah.
You know, there's one girl came yesterday to me, Chef, I have seen that on internet. She showed me a picture. Can I do that? I said, if you can do that already, wow.
Yeah.
You know, that would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is people, but it's up to us not to push the guys on the side. Oh no, this is the IT people, this is the Facebook people. No, but the Facebook people, we have to pass a little bit of our passion to them and give them the opportunity. The key thing is we need to give them the opportunity.
Absolutely.
But to come back to your original question, our industry will come back to full again.
Absolutely. I think
We
so too.
will be different. Yeah, we will not be 30 chefs in a restaurant. We will be maybe 20 or maybe 15 because there will be, due to this time now during the year, we have started to use a lot more products which are half ready-made or which are, you know, which we just, I call it, we have one restaurant, I call it the sous vide place only. I said to the chef, one day I said, what do you do if you lose your scissor? And then he started laughing and said, I have to close the restaurant. You know? And I know in Europe we are doing it already for the last 10, 15 years.
Sure.
Here we have done until very recently, we have done every mayonnaise, every bread, we've done everything ourselves. Now we have less people, business starts to come back. Now we are buying a lot of things ready-made. We are buying vegetable, not just, we started to buy it peeled. Now we buy it cut. Now the first company started, they're here with us, one of our sponsors. You buy the ready-made salads. You know, just so we go every few months, we go one step further. And their business is growing because the people don't have
the capacity.
They don't have the capacity, they don't have the people. They don't have the people who have the knowledge to do it anymore. So that's why education for our young people is very, very important. Because our job will never be, I believe, will not be done by machines completely.
Oh, never.
Even a lot of it will be, but we still have to fix it. And
but even to talk about education, I think education not only for the young people, I think even
not only
us
for
as
the young,
well.
not only for the young.
Because now during the pandemic, there's become a lot of home cooks. You know, like housewives or anybody started making little videos on Instagram, etc., and everybody started baking, everybody started cooking and educated themselves. So now our customers in the restaurants are a little bit more educated than they were before the pandemic
a lot more
about food. So we need to pull up our socks.
And it starts with us.
Yeah, absolutely. We are the professionals.
I was locked up for 6 months in the house. And that time my wife made 73 videos.
Your wife?
She learned how to do the videos. And I would never done that before in the house.
Sure.
Now every lunch and dinner we were cooking. Every time we did something different, we tried to do something different. I called our partners, our sponsors. I asked them, if you want me to use your stuff for videos, bring it, send it to the house. I can't go out. So actually, the positive thing was I had scallops, I had lobster, I had the best beef. So I had really good ingredients.
Yeah.
So it was nice. Was nice to cook also. I had the support to do it. I would not cook lobster at home normally.
Yeah, of course. I've been to your house. It's like
it's
good,
nice to have
traditional good food.
A good sausage, and a good stew. So
and a Weiss beer, and there we go.
But absolutely.
Yeah.
But so it was. I learned a little bit how to do it. Yes, the first videos when you look at them, you say,
but it was fun.
But I enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
And otherwise I would have got nuts.
Yeah.
We were not. I was lucky because I have my apartment or my house is a little bit bigger because of my kids who are gone now. So we have plenty of space.
Yeah.
So I could run around in the house. But a lot of colleagues, they have a 1-bedroom apartment. Or when you go
out the window.
Or when you go to the commie level, 2 or 3 in one room.
Oh.
And they were not allowed to leave the room.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think this is very hard and very, very difficult.
Yeah.
And then when I talk to friends in Europe, here not in that extreme, but a lot of people started eating and drinking the wrong things, and which is not good.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I said. We have to adjust.
Yeah.
Even us, the old people, we have to learn. So I learned new things.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, you learned how to do videos at home cooking videos, which were beautiful. I watched.
And I learned to cook at home first.
And you learned to cook at home. It's just the little pots and pans you have, and there's no one to clean it for you, so you have to do everything yourself.
Absolutely.
But I think another thing, or whatever you just said, we old people, we need to do something new. I was yesterday. You told me a story. You did lots of exercise at home as well. You did a lot of in front of the TV sort of aerobics, and then how many kilometers you run at your house? Up and down the stairs and around the kitchen, around the sink.
It says I have to do 10 kilometers a day.
Yeah.
So, and same.
I can just picture it.
Same. It was my choice. I said to my wife, okay, we have 2 choices. Either we sit here, we eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and watch TV,
and get fatter and fatter,
and get more and more and more. But I came in end of February. I came back from Stuttgart from the Olympics.
Yeah.
So in Germany, I enjoyed in Stuttgart the food and drinks were amazing. So meeting all the friends, all the chefs from all over the world. So we were eating and drinking the whole day and the whole night.
So you brought extra 5 kilos extra luggage.
I had extra 5 kilos when I came back already. So I had a problem or a challenge. As we always say, Martin, we agree. There is no problems. There are challenges and opportunities.
Yeah.
So my wife, one morning, she put the laptop there and she said, look at this. I remember it called Walk Walk.
Yeah.
It was an American kind of aerobic thing.
Yeah.
So you stay 30 minutes in front of the laptop and sidewards, backwards, forwards and do, all sorts of things with your arms and legs.
Yeah.
So we did this half an hour. And then I started running in the house, around the kitchen table, everywhere. So I did my 10 kilometers every day.
Fantastic.
And so actually by the end of May, so after 2.5 months, I had lost 7 kilos. Instead of putting it on.
Yeah.
So again, guys,
keep motivated.
It's up to us. It's up to us what we do out of it.
Yeah.
We can stick our head in the sand and cry and feel sorry for ourselves. Or we can go like this, we put our sleeves up.
Yeah.
And think about do something different.
Yeah.
And that's
100%.
why we did also this to try to show not only our people here, to show the rest of the world, show them guys there is opportunities.
Yeah.
By following the rules we can do things. We have started with virtual competitions. We have in beginning of May, Andy and I were talking and we started our first virtual competition because our YouTube channel had 143 followers.
Okay, now how many have you got
in
now?
7 years. We started the YouTube channel 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And we just put all the Congress pictures and things on it, but we were nothing doing it.
Promoted, nothing, yeah.
Okay? Now we are on 3,600 or something.
Yeah.
Okay?
In such a short period
in
of time.
that period, organic.
Yeah.
We don't pay. Okay? So we did 7, I think 7 now, that was last week, we did the 7th one, 7 virtual competitions where with videos where the people send us the videos, we put them on YouTube, then we judge it as our World Chef judges, and then depends on who the sponsor was, how much impact we put on the or how many points on the YouTube views and likes.
Yeah.
Okay. So with some of the sponsors, we put 30% of the marks where the YouTube likes.
Oh,
so we had 500 new followers on YouTube within a week. You know, for some of the competitions.
Yeah.
So which really helped us. So we came up.
It's direct marketing.
We said we have to do something. You know, that's what I said. There is opportunities are there.
Yeah.
You just have to grab it. Yes, it's hard work.
Yeah.
Of course, nothing. You can't
Nothing
do
comes
it
from
by
nothing.
watching at home and by sitting at home watching TV. It will not happen.
Yeah.
It has to. People. You need a few people who take it in the hand and to move on it. But we are on the level now. I think we have done $35 profit now with our YouTube channel.
Hey, well done.
We come to the level where we actually get a little bit of money.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So and in future, this kind of things has to be our income. We have to grow that. We were sitting already and we said we have to see now to grow our social media stuff a little bit more. Maybe with TikTok or whatever to have another income, because our sponsors are not there like they used to be. We will not have the same number of corporate members as we had in the past. Because things are changing also. I mean, the decision making are changing and purchasing and so we need to look at always the new ways. And but there is opportunities. The world is not closed. It's just different.
So in other words, it's just basically stay motivated, find the opportunities and find the challenges and tackle them and do basically whatever you can to stay up on foot and not down on knees. The hospitality industry is down on its knees at the moment, but like I said earlier, we're all standing up and there's a great future out there for the hospitality industry.
And the fact is, you every time you fell down, every time somebody spit on you, you get up much stronger.
Exactly.
But it's you decide. No, not anyone else. No one else is deciding your future. Oh no, because I'm German. No, I cannot do that. Yes, of course you can. How come other people tell you what you can do and what you cannot do? Only you decide. We decide for our own thing what we are able to do and what we're not to do.
You know, don't feel sorry for yourself. Nobody's feeling sorry for you.
Very small, very stupid thing. You know, 3 years ago, I decided on my 58th birthday I do the marathon. 42 kilometers.
I know your wife told me she hated you for that.
She said I'm so stupid and you know, she will not pick me up when I'm dying on the road. But I did it.
You did it.
I did it. I walked it. But was a goal for me. I wanted to prove just for myself. Yes, I'm old, but I'm not done yet. You know, and it's to see just to prove to me, Uwe, you're not done. You have a lot to do still. And my goal was 7 hours. I failed. I made 7 hours and 4 minutes. But only because, as an excuse, the last 3 hours there was no more water on the road. Because the guys
water station's all clear.
Some idiot made a mistake, and there were still thousands of people on the road. But somebody decided to clear the water station and open the road. So we were running and walking on the sidewalk and without water. So it was a lot more difficult at the end. But we did it. For us, all the guys who are, the winners were back, they had a shower, were back. I don't know, the guy who won the marathon actually was already back to the airport when I reached. Because he did it he did it Ethiopia. So he did it in 2 hours and 3 minutes something. And
that's not your goal. That
was not my goal. My goal.
Actually,
I made the decision when one of our, Sasha, one of our chefs, because he did it the year before, but he trains every day. The guy, he's fit. He goes with the shoe chefs on the beach in the morning in a boot camp, which is amazing. But he did it in 3 hours and 30 or something like this. So that's when I looked at it. I looked at him, I looked at me. I said, if he can do it in 3.5 hours, if I do it in double time, if I do it in 7, I will try. And it worked, and I did.
Well, Uwe, thank you very much. I think fantastic insight to your life, fantastic insight to the life of Dubai, and great opportunity you open up for everybody around the world to do better and to get motivated and to just try.
Do not lose your passion.
Perfect.
Put your sleeves up and go for it. Our industry will come back.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Take care, Martin.
It's already
Thank
on
you.
the track.